Every woman you had sex with, you're connected to. Remember, check it out. I'm gonna show you how they played by telling you the same thing I just said. When you was in school, and I know everyone remember this, they say if Thomas had sex with 20 women and Thomas had sex with Janice, Janice had sex with 21 people. And everybody was like, huh? How? But they never explained it. And that's what they're talking about. They're talking about energetically, because everything exists energetically. The physical aspect of 99% of things we see is just mirrors and lights. Like that dress. Like everybody's running around saying, oh, the dress is white and gold. No, it's blue and black. Why is everybody seeing different colors of the same picture? And it's because of the lighting and the color spectrum that we all resonate with. Everybody resonate with a different color spectrum, so everybody's seeing the same picture, but they all seeing different colors. Which is funny, because I'm not going to say that this world is a hologram, but it's based off of the 64-bit cube. And off of that 64-bit cube, you can create anything. Anything you choose. And they understand this stuff. We just choose to create chaos. We like chaos. And that's why I say people are demons, and they don't even want to realize it, because a demon is just something that's against man. And we're not together, regardless. The more we try to be together, the more we separate. The more somebody say, I don't like that person. Just because we have difference of opinions, that's not enough to say you don't like a person. Like I told you before, Grim, me and you disagree all the time. I'm not going to sit there and say, I don't like Grim.
Right.
He always disagreeing with me. That's just, I mean, I wouldn't want you to agree with me, because that would make me stupid, and that would make you a yes man. Why do I need you around? For you to yes me to death, yeah.
Right.
You're not helping me think and grow. You're not helping me think and grow. We're supposed to help each other think and grow. But Flash, you need to find out her definition of what a soul is, and then ask her on the intellectual level, did she just contradict herself? And immediately she's going to respond with her ego and say, no, I did not. And Flash, you still in the chat? And then from there, after she says she didn't contradict herself, so then you ask her, can anything be created here? Because anything means everything. Because everything means zero. And if I go over anybody's head with this, just stop me. When I say zero is everything. That's what zero means. But they told you zero means nothing. Nothing means everything. And don't be afraid, if I go over your head, ask me, say, how the fuck does zero mean everything? I'm waiting for somebody to say it. So I know you don't get it.
I already know you wait. I ain't gonna lie. I've been this.
Ask.
I like.
But ask,
Well,
just ask.
Want to ask? Go ahead.
So check it out. It means exactly what you know. If I gave you a 1 with a bunch of zeros on the right, you would understand that would be, whether if I gave you a 1 with 6 zeros on the right side, you would say that's $1 million. I would say to you, that is not $1 million, it is 1, because 0 is nothing. Exactly. But you would still say it's $1 million. And I would say, okay, so if I take that same 0 and put it on the left side of the 1, what would that do to the 1? And you would say, well, that would make it less. How can a 0 make something less or more if it's nothing?
Right, so I see what you're saying. That's why you say it's everything.
No, always been everything. And that's why a philosopher said, I think it was Socrates, he said, I know that I know nothing. That is a code for I know everything. I know how everything works. If you know the 0, and if you understand the mystery of the 0, you understand the mystery to how everything works, because everything comes from the 0, and the 0 is the female, the feminine energy, not the female, but the feminine principle of creation. That's why every god, every person came out of a female. And you might say, but it came out the man first. That's an energy. That's the energy that needed to fertilize those eggs. But once that energy comes, the woman is the incubation chamber that grows everything, the feminine energy. And that's why God went to the earth and went to the waters. What does it say? The waters were in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and the waters were and the earth was without form or void, and he hovered upon the waters of the deep, something like that. The reason why they're mentioning water is because Earth is a water planet. Water symbolizes female and the feminine energy, and that's why they say God is a man, because God needed the feminine energy to make the rest of the world. And all they're talking about is the creation of everything. But people took it and made it physical, and they actually argue over this stuff, and they're ready to kill people over this stuff, where you got to understand it on a whole nother level, because they're speaking about you. The Bible is all about you and the tribulations and trials that you're going to go through, and how when you understand who you are, you're going to save yourself. And it tells you that. In order for you to save yourself, you got to, first thing the Bible tell you, you got to repent. You got to repent. God could beat you and whip you, and you still don't have to repent. But you have to make it up in your mind to go find God and repent. It starts with you. And it's always been about you. And once people come to that understanding, that doesn't mean you let your ego just run off and say, I created everything. No, you didn't. You didn't create everything. You created everything that you're involved in. Everything that your planet is involved in, because you're God of your planet, and your planet is your body. Your body is your temple. God resides in your temple. So God is inside you. And if God is inside you, it's not a male or a female. It's the energy, and that energy is your soul. So you can sit there and you can say the soul on this. You can sit there and I'm just telling you what it is. If you read the book, you'll see it. It's just the same thing. It's not telling you anything different than what I'm saying. It still said it's you. It still says the temple, that's the body. It still tells you don't defile your temple. When you defile your temple, it's going to turn into the beast, and this beast is going to do what it wants to do. And that's the body. When you don't break the body gets out of control, and it tells you what to do. So eat that chocolate cake. Oh, Grim, you know you're not supposed to be eating that chocolate cake. You're trying to be healthy. But here come the lower mind says, oh, fuck that, Grim. You can eat the cake. Don't listen to these niggas. These niggas don't know what the fuck they missing. And this is the lower mind and the higher mind.
The
and that's
lower mind tells me to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, and I'm sick of that motherfucker.
But that's your fight. And that's gonna be that's your fight, you know what I'm saying? And when you get your will right, you know will means anything that moves you forward. So when you get your will right, you'll stop. If not, you'll just give in and just be like, fuck it. And
I try to stop every day, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. This addiction is. I have heard people people I know that was on heroin get off of heroin, but they can't stop smoking cigarettes.